Hi guys, it's me again. First of all, I'd like to thank for the very encouraging comments that I got on my last video, because I'm actually not a YouTuber, and my friend Gavin over here has got to take care of all the business. One comment especially I'd like to refer to right now. It's very interesting that the person that commented basically has the same idea about history, or the same idea I have about history, and that is history and the science of history has blurred our understanding of human nature and of probably nature in general. And this blur occurred when history started, let's say, like putting out the idea that we learn truth from historical traditions. And I think that's not the case, because there are universal values. And so basically we got this idea of historical traditions versus universal values. And if we go back in time to the ancients, let's say, these people, they did not really have a history. They didn't have a recorded history. They had myths and things like that. And so basically they lived, we could say, without a history, and they still were capable of preserving what I call, or what different other thinkers call, universal values. And then as our history slowly emerged and evolved, we lost this thinking, or this consciousness of believing in these universal values, and they were replaced by these historical traditions that still, like in our modern society, they dominate our thinking in every way. Like we don't, basically, I think that modern society has actually lost the connection to the idea that there exist universal values. And so that's why we have all these radical and very vast changes in ideologies, or just in belief systems and in religions, and how they from time to time start dominating our perception of the world. And it is actually, my belief is that it is necessary for us to overcome this thinking, or this state of mind, to basically get back to basics, get back to what is human. Because what we are right now, we are more or less, we are shells that have been formed by our modern culture and by our modern ideologies and belief systems. And actually we can take them off anytime and put on a new one as soon as society comes up and says, okay, wait a minute, these ideas, they're old, and actually they don't, they're not valid anymore, and we've come up with new ideas. And that is exactly the problem, because we have lost the capability of believing in universal values.
I'm just going to eat this valuable chocolate thing on you. Is that okay? Thank you.
That's all right.
Continue, please.
There's not much more to say, because I can keep going on restating my point. And many...
Like I do in many videos.
That's okay though, I don't know. I would like to somehow teach people to basically believe in themselves again, because everybody is manipulated from the outside, and nobody really dares to really listen to themselves anymore. And I think this is basically a necessity for us to realize these universal values again. I don't know how to go about. Right now, my life is an experiment in itself, because I am trying to be as true to myself as I can without being egoistic or insulting to others. I tried this, okay, to break it down. Basically, I got two rules, let's call them rules in my life right now, that I'm trying to follow. First is be true to myself, meaning really looking inside myself and trying to find my truest, innermost desires and trying to pacify these. Second rule is actually loving the world, and I mean loving the world in every dimension, every extent. I mean loving not just the world you live in, but especially that one, loving the people around you, loving nature, essentially loving animals too. And I think that maybe if people would follow these rules, and if people were aware of the fact that actually if this world did not exist, we wouldn't exist, then maybe things could get better. But I don't know, it's just an experiment. Thanks though.